Good evening, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. This is the Blanks Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. First and foremost, we are business owners. So no matter what anybody thinks, we're business owners first. You may see us doing some things on our platform that may resemble crafting. We're not crafters, we're suppliers. And we show individuals how to best use our products and offer our services to you. So, happy Monday. We're coming to the end of the day. We were on the road this weekend at an event. So, I didn't really feel like going live. I was kind of tied in a lot in what I was doing, but I realized that social media is a jealous, thing, right? Hey, Latrice, how you doing? I saw you calling. I was already live. Um, Social media is a jealous thing, and if you lead off with social media and you don't continue, be on social media, people will no worries, no worries. People will stop following. Okay, so as a business owner using social media, we understand the importance of staying in the eye of people who are going to shop with us or who want to shop with us. That being said, happy Monday to everybody. Want to come on and spend a little time with you guys, talk about some stuff because when we're traveling, that's when we get the best ideas and the best conversation between me and my wife. We have great conversations about business, where we're going and what we're doing and what we expect out of our business. And I just want you to read the topic if you haven't seen it. Business is more than just motivation. It's more than just motivation. So I'm gonna start off with this, man. There's lots of people who are faith based. There's a lot of religious, a lot of people who believe in God or higher power, whatever you want to call it. I believe in God. And oftentimes we use scriptures that are kind of coincide with our lives. And one particular scripture that always sticks out to me is faith without works is dead. And you can get a lot out of that scripture, but it never says anything about motivation. It don't talk about motivation in the Bible, not specifically, or in the word, not specifically. A lot of people think that they can build off of motivation, but it's going to take a lot more than motivation to build anything. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take faith. It's going to take focus. It's going to take time. Most of all, it's going to take time. And what I'm seeing is there's a lot of people who don't make time. We make time for a job, yes. We make time for a job because we made time to make bills. We made time to make a family. We make time for things that's going to pay us quickly. But when it comes to building a business, a lot of people just don't have the time. Oh, they have the faith, but not a lot of people put it in the work. They have the faith, but not a lot of people put in the focus. They have the faith, but not a lot of people understand that it takes consistency, willpower, sheer willpower. I was talking to my wife on the way in this evening. This church from Rocky. Talking to my wife on the way in this evening from our every time someone in our industry, in the crafting industry, whether they're talking about sublimation, screen print transfers, any other types of products that we actually offer. Anytime somebody quits, a light goes off in my head. Anytime somebody says that, hey, I'm no longer going to be selling this product, I'm no, a light goes on my head. Now, I'm not celebrate that somebody has quit because quitters quit. That's what quitters do. But I'm saying, man, as we've asked God to increase our territory, there goes somebody else who gave up. That's unfortunate. Somebody else gave up. That means that our territory has just possibly gotten bigger, which means we now have to be more visible on social media and platforms like this so people can actually see us. It's almost like if it doesn't happen fast enough for people, they're not gonna hang around. I know some people who've been on a job for 15 or 20 years, and they still have not completely built a path to creating wealth or a path to financial uh, freedom or a path to financial comfortability, right? They've been doing this thing for 15, 20 years and they're still not financially free, financially comfortable, financially okay. But they still go to that job. and go to that job every day faithfully, or when they're supposed to go faithfully, because they understand that that job is going to pay them on a regular basis. They understand that if they put in those 2 weeks or that 1 week worth of time, they can expect a paycheck. But a business is not treated the same. A business is usually in a time frame. If I'm not making money by this time, then I'm going to quit. I'm gonna grab all my things. I'm gonna put it in a box and I'm gonna put it on marketplace, and I'm gonna try to sell it because it just didn't happen fast enough. But I want y'all to think a business takes time. And I think the reason why most people are not successful in business is because people are not building a business. People are looking to build a side hustle or a hustle for that matter. People are looking to build something that's going to make them some money, not something that's going to create a stability. Okay? Um, what we've created over the past, man, 60 days is opportunities for people who want to work with us to understand the importance of one, building a business, and how valuable it is as far as your tax advantages to building a business, how valuable it is as far as creating another stream of income, or another revenue source. How important it is to build a legacy and build wealth. I've understood that over the last 10 or 11 years that we've been in business. So we've created something that's going to be very helpful to people. The problem is, and it's not our problem, it's people's problem. The problem is people are so impatient. Business also takes patience. But like I said, um, a light bulb goes off every time I read a post about somebody saying, hey, they're no longer offering a certain service. They're no longer going to be doing a certain thing. When I see sublimation printers going up for sale, I get excited. Okay. When I see people saying, "Hey, I'm going back to work," nobody supported me, I get excited, and I don't get excited because I'm happy about them quitting. I get excited because I know that as long as we stay focused, stay the course, as long as we stay consistent, committed, and as long as we put God first, we're going to be successful. There's nothing that we haven't touched yet that hasn't shown some type of success, but that goes to your character. It goes to what you're actually expecting out of business, and it also goes to in all the other expectations. There's a lot of unrealistic expectations as it comes to building a business. When I hear people talking about building a business, specifically starting a t-shirt company, a t-shirt building business with all the t-shirt doctors and professors and all the different uh, educators in this industry, I hear people talking about starting a business, and all I hear people saying really is they just want to learn how to make shirts so they can start making some money. But there's a huge difference between starting a t-shirt business and learning how to make t-shirts instead. Huge difference. And most people are not ready for that fight. Most people are not ready to go the distance. They're not ready to do the record keeping. They're not ready to talk about the inventory. They're not ready to shop for vendors. They're looking for people to get. This is not going to be a conversation that a lot of people are going to want to be privy to. A lot of people are not going to want to attend this conversation. As a matter of fact, because I'm not sitting in front of a heat press, or because I'm not, showing you how some of our printers are working, because we're not doing those things, a lot of people will not respond or even hang around because we have been so conditioned to being entertained on social media. The same people who say that we want to have a business, we want to do better for our family, we want to do things, we want to have things, are the same people who run away from things like this. The truth is something that does not need any support. The truth is it's like a bicycle that has two wheels, that if you lean it over, it falls onto the ground. The truth doesn't need a kickstand. And most people, believe it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, whether it's you or whether it's your friends that you're hanging around in your circle, the truth is not as inviting to people as a lie. Most people, they encourage and they welcome a lie. When you hear people give you words of encouragement, sometimes it's lies, y'all. Now, I know this is going to sound kind of crazy, but not everybody has the intestinal fortitude to do it. So telling people to just hang in there, if that ain't your calling, and if you don't have the desire, if that's not the desire of your heart, if you don't have that work ethic, if you don't have that attitude, if you don't have that consistency, if you're not focused, and if you're not willing to learn and actually remove a little bit of what you know every day, if you can't remove a little bit of what you know every day, you're not going to be successful in business. See, folks don't want to hear that part of it because what happens, what happens is um, most people, most people are only looking for the great things. They want the I guess the truth isn't always positive. So look for the things that they want to hear. Now I'm gonna talk about these content creators for a minute because just recently I heard that TikTok, oh Tickety Top, sold to an American business. Don't know what that all entails. And frankly, I don't care because I'm only using TikTok as a fishing expedition to drive people to our website. That's the only reason I'm using TikTok. Um, the 30,000 plus people who have attached themselves to our platform, I only want to drive you to our business. But it's funny how all these content creators um, put all of their eggs into the content creation basket on the TikTok platform. It's not everybody, but it's a lot of body that's put all of their efforts into creating content. Now, the very thing that we said, and we say all the time, what if this slows down? What if it pauses? What if it stops? Now you have people complaining about, well, TikTok needs to pay me. I'm no longer being monetized, or my monetization has been halted. No, I'm not. I'm not celebrating people's, um, I guess I don't want to say downfalls, misfortunes. Not celebrating people's misfortunes, but I am going to say, I told you so. You cannot put your faith into somebody else's platform, and you cannot put your faith into somebody else's job. There's times to use and leverage platforms to build a business. There's times to use that same energy to drive traffic to you. And most of those content creators, they don't have a platform other than a TikTok or a YouTube or a Facebook or an Instagram. They don't have their own platform because it's not free. It costs to build a platform. It costs to invest into a platform to where you can draw people to your information. And people are only looking for the fast turnover. Business is not that. See, business is it's like being in the fields, right? It's just like planting a seed. The same day that you plant is not the same day that you pluck. The same day that you plant is not the same day that you pick. Building a business, much like a garden or in the field, you have to plant that seed. Before you even plant that seed, you have to prepare that land. You have to prepare the ground. Whatever stones, whatever thistles, whatever thorns, whatever brush and weeds that are in that land, you have to remove it. You have to remove those rocks. You have to remove those stones. And then you have to turn that ground over. You have to turn that ground over, and you may have to even fertilize that ground to get it ready. You have to prepare the land to plant. And then once you prepare that land and it's ready to plant, now you have to tend that land. You have to attend to it. You have to make sure the weeds don't overtake the potential plants that are going to grow. That's your business. And then even when you do see things starting to grow and you water it, and then it's time to harvest, you still may have to separate some of the tares from the wheat. If you biblical, you understand what I'm talking about. If you faith based, you understand what I'm talking about. You got to separate the junk from the good stuff because it cannot grow together. And even if you pull it and harvest it, it still has to be separated and burned. The reason why most people are not going to be successful or see any type of success in a business is because they're impatient. They're looking for overnight success. They're looking for a microwave solution, and also they're listening to the wrong people. It's pretty funny. We created this. We created this business membership. The name of the business membership is Build and Grow with TBS. And we created this business membership. And the business membership has nothing to do with making t-shirts. It has nothing to do with really, pretty much creating and designing and crafting and all these challenges. All that garbage, you can learn that from somewhere else. And I did say garbage. I meant what I said. There's lots of people out there teaching you how to make things. If you have the ability to learn how to do that, you have the ability to learn how to run and operate a business. Our business building program membership, it's about learning how to operate a business and how to grow it successfully. Most people won't be able to resonate with that. Most people won't be drawn to that because you already have a job and you have a family. And the first thing you're going to say is, I don't have time. A business is no longer a luxury. You cannot not have time. If you're going to be successful in this country, you have to have other income coming in. Now, whether you call it a side hustle or whether you call it a business, we're out here trying to show people how to be properly structured, how to keep their money, and how to build something. Anybody can go out there and get a heat press and start making shirts and get money under the table. But we're talking about tax laws. We're talking about tax deduction. We're talking about things that's going to benefit business owners. But that's not exciting. That's not as exciting as learning how to make something new. I want y'all to think about something. Think about how long you've been on your current position, and think about if that position has gotten you to where you want to be. If it's not, what are you doing about it? If you're looking to build something that you can even teach your kids or your grandkids on how to build something, then a business is just the way to go. Now, I understand that everybody's not business minded, but I refuse to believe that everybody can't operate a business. I just believe that not everybody wants to operate a business. Everybody's just not interested in operating a business. But I'm gonna leave you with this, guys. I'm learning, and I'm reminded often, but I'm learning that we're not going to be everybody's flavor. We're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. As a matter of fact, you guys are distracting. You're not engaged. I'm cutting you off. If you want to hang on, you can be on Facebook, okay, or YouTube. Um, I really hate that platform, and that platform does nothing for us. Um, Not everybody wants to build a business. Not everybody wants to grow. But I'm going to share this with you. We have created a business membership, and we meet every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talk about the structures. We talk about business entities. We talk about business record keeping. We talk about everything business related. Just last week, a week before last, we're talking about social media and business. And tomorrow, we're going to be talking about financial planning for your business. Now, in order to engage with us, you have to be a part of the membership. It's not that hard. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. It's not that hard to invest in yourselves. A small investment of about, I want to say about 80, 85, 86 cents a day is going to help you to get in. What 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 separates you, or what will separate you from someone who just wants to hustle, is going to be the part about, do you really want to do the work? Like I said, many of you have heard that scripture is James 2. I believe it's 2 and 18. Faith without works is dead. Show me your faith without works, and I'm gonna show you my faith with works, right? I'm paraphrasing. It's not about motivation. Anybody can be motivated, but you have to grind. You have to stay focused. You have to be willing to put in the work. And if you're just here making excuses, then it's not going to work. If you're only looking for someone to say things that are pleasing to your ears, it's not going to work. If you're looking for someone to not hold you accountable, it's not going to work. If you're looking for the easy way out and easy money, it's not going to work. There are people that are on these social media platforms that are frustrated right now because they're not getting paid. At any given time, that can be taken away. But if you have a platform that you can drive your customers directly to, if you have an opportunity to drive your customers directly to yourself, then you really don't have that too much to worry about. Whether you want to start a business or not, it's going to be depending on what you want out of life. That's it. It's not going to be up to me. It's not going to be up to my wife. It's not going to be up to the Blank Spot. It's going to be up to you. What I've noticed is that the more faithful we are, the more obedient we are, and the more we work and be consistent, the more positive results we get. Now, I don't know if anybody out there can relate to what I'm saying. It may not be coming as fast as we want, but we see us growing. Just as we planted a seed and we're watering the crops, we see that it's growing. It takes time. So if you see this and you're not a part of what we're doing and you want to be a part of the membership, all you have to do is go to the link that's scrolling on the bottom of the page. Just go to the link that's scrolling on the bottom of the page, or you can go to the description in the bio. It's going to be theblankspot.com, or you can go to courses/theblankspot.com. courses.theblankspot.com, and you're going to go to the academy. Once you go there, you just sign up for the membership. Once again, we meet every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't have to be present on Tuesdays. We do replays. You have downloads available. You have access to the information. If you're the type of person that you just want to do it on your own, the information is there and it's all self-paced. But what you have to understand is you will not build a business on motivation alone. You will not build a business on just being motivated. You have to be consistent. You have to consistently talk about your business. You have to consistently work your business. You have to consistently post about your business. You have to consistently feed and fertilize your business in order for it to grow. It can't be posting today and then 2 months later I'm going to post. You can't be working it today and then 3 weeks later I'm going to work it some more. It's got to be consistent. It's got to be consistent. And for the price, because we've seen other companies out there that are offering business memberships. We just had a conversation with a young lady today, and she was in a previous membership. And truth be told, she said, hey, you know what? That membership was just too much. It wasn't cost effective. We're giving value for the amount of money that we're offering this membership for. So not only is it affordable, but it's valuable as well. So I just wanted to come on, touch bases with you guys. This is not a browbeating conversation. I just want to remind you guys that you can become a part of this membership just by joining. You'll get access. You're going to have your own teaching platform. You'll be able to go back and research and look at the videos. But you also have to remember, guys, that it's not going to happen overnight. It won't happen overnight. It's not going to be I blew up and I went viral overnight. It's a time thing. It takes time. And if you don't have time for yourself, then why would you expect somebody else to have time for you? Once again, if you're willing to work, it can work out for you. But if you're not, then you just get what you get. So many people are quitting every day. And it's just opening up opportunities for everybody. So I want you guys to think about this. Pay attention to social media. Pay attention to the people you're following. Pay attention to what they're doing. If they're switching up, doing different things, and they're all over the place, that's not necessarily growth. It's definitely not consistency, but that's not necessarily growth. If you're following somebody right now and they're all over the place, that should raise some questions. You should be looking for consistency in your business building venture. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. If you guys are locked in, we're going to see you guys tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If not, I'll see you all at the top because there's entirely too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.